Hello and welcome to a new video, and as you can see, it's of a mystery parcel. Now I can tell you that it's something Blu-ray related, and I technically already have this item in my collection already, but I decided to buy it, or kind of rebuy it, and there is a really good reason behind why I've done this. And I did manage to get it from eBay at a really good price, brand new, as they said it stated. And it arrived fairly quickly, and just arrived like about 10-15 minutes ago. So without further ado, we shall commence the unboxing. Now it is of a big franchise, so that's still very vague. Again, it's very well packaged, so I'm really happy about that. Get out of the way. And it's of the Bond movie Goldeneye, which was Pierce Brosnan's debut Bond movie, and actually one of my favourite Bond movies, and one of my favourite Bond actors. What I really liked about Goldeneye is the fact that the way that they've remodernized Bond, and obviously the Cold War stuff that they used to do with obviously the older Bond movies, but obviously with it being obviously brought up to date and modernized. Most people don't realize that that the previous movie before this was License to Kill, which the Bond actor was Timothy Dalton, and originally it was meant to be Timothy Dalton that was meant to be in Goldeneye. I think the story was slightly different, but then what happened is I think there was problems with the rights issues with Bond, and then money, and then it dragged on for years, and then eventually Timothy Dalton passed on doing Goldeneye, and then it went to Pierce Brosnan. And Pierce Brosnan actually was meant to play Bond much earlier on. He was they were about to announce him as the new Bond for which would have been The Living Daylights, and at the time he was doing the TV series Remington the Steel, which I've not seen in years, and they weren't going to be making a new series, so they had all the press announcement stuff all laid out and ready for him to be announced as the new Bond. And then at the last minute, they decided to say that they were going to do another Remington Steel season. So then, and this was the day before, by the way, that they were going to announce it, and then he had to drop out. And then I don't think they ended up doing that Remington Steel series, so he missed out. And then obviously Timothy Dalton did License to Kill, and then prior to that, The Living Daylights. And then obviously Pierce Brosnan would eventually get his turn in playing Bond with obviously Goldeneye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World's Not Enough, and Die Another Day. Now, the reason why I said I've already have this is because for those of you who are subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I've shown this actually twice, I actually own Goldeneye as a Blu-ray steelbook, which looks absolutely fantastic, as you can see. And then we open this up, and you get the Blu-ray and DVD versions of the movie, and also you get Pierce Brosnan there, which is actually, and this is one of my favorite steelbooks. Now, the reason why I bought this again is because when I was looking around on eBay, and people are selling their copies for over £200. And although I have no intention of selling that steelbook, I actually want to keep it in good condition, so that I don't end up damaging it. It's going to be worth a lot of money. Again, I'm not selling it because, one, it's a great looking steelbook. Two, it's one of my favorite Bond movies, so it's not happening. I do have other Blu-ray steelbooks of Bond, where I've got Skyfall, which I don't know if that's going to be worth anything, and I've got Spectre as well as a Blu-ray steelbook, so I don't know if they're worth anything. If they are, then I will get the Blu-ray the normal Blu-rays of those as well. That's if they are. If they're not, then I won't bother. All my other Bond movies, from Dr. No to License to Kill, and the last Bond movie with Daniel Craig, are all normal Blu-rays, so that kind of doesn't bother me as much, because obviously they're normal. Now, with Goldeneye, there's actually two versions of Goldeneye. Similar thing with the Casino Royale Blu-ray movie. And the reason for that is originally Goldeneye was released as a 12 rating, and two scenes of the movie were actually edited. I don't know forgot what the first one is, but the second scene that's edited is the bit where Bond and Natalia crash land in the jungle, and then Onatop tries to squeeze Bond with her thighs and tries to kill him. Natalia tries to hit Onatop. Onatop grabs Natalia by her face and says to wait for your turn, and then headbutts her. And that's the scene that originally that was edited. They edited it, and that's why it got a 12. With the 15 version of it, obviously I forgot what the first scene is, but the second, but those two scenes are actually put back. So now it's a 15. Similar thing in this as well. Obviously this was a 15. So both of these Bond movies are the uncut versions of Goldeneye. Similar thing with Tomorrow Never Dies, which was the next one after Goldeneye, where originally that was a 12A, and on Blu-ray it was released as a 15. It was called Tomorrow Never Dies Uncut, which I don't know what the bits that was put back in there, because obviously the BBFC have got a silly habit of cutting things out. They did a similar thing in the UK with Star Wars Attack of the Clones, where there's a scene where Obi-Wan Kenobi headbutts somebody and they took 3 seconds out of it, so it became a PG. I don't know if on the latter Blu-ray releases whether or not they've reinstated that, they've put it back. Although you don't really, I have seen the difference and you don't really notice it. Now this version of it comes with the Blu-ray and the digital ultraviolet copy of it. So this is which was brand new. This was the seller was selling it for £3.79. Although I've seen other sellers, so it's normally £3.99, so it's a 20p saving. So I have seen others selling it for like £3.99 brand new, so that's a really good price. But as I said before, make sure you get the right version of it, because as I said before, there's the 15 version, it's the right version, and then the other release was the 12, so get the 15. Similar thing with Casino Royale, which was Daniel Craig's debut movie, where the initial release of Casino Royale was a 12, and then there were some scenes that were edited. I think it was the torture scene that was edited, and they re-released it as a 15. So make sure that when you're getting Goldeneye, you get the 15 version of it, and which is the uncut. And then with Casino Royale, make sure you get the 15 version of that, which is the uncut version of that movie. So we shall take the plastic off. But again, I'm really glad I got this, because now I don't have to fiddle around with the Blu-ray Steelbook. I might even get a plastic cover for it, so I protect it and don't really look after it. Again, if it wasn't really worth it, if it wasn't worth anything, I probably just would have left it, and I wouldn't have bothered buying this. Again, you get with all the Bond films, you get a ton of extras in it. Eventually, I'm surmising that they're gonna release this on 4K. They'll do a 4K restoration on each of the movies. Although I can play 4K with my consoles, but just don't have a 4K TV yet. Something I'm hopefully will be remedying in the future, and you will see unboxing of a 4K TV when I eventually get one. It says, the effortless and suave, sophisticated Pierce Brosnan makes his acclaimed debut as Agent 007 in this rip-roaring espionage thriller featuring the most eye-popping opening sequence yet. When a MI6 agent played by Sean Bean turns rogue, which kind of spoils it, and plans world domination with a terrifying satellite-borne weapon, Bond must pursue his former ally to Cuba, Monte Carlo, Switzerland, and even Russia, all whilst dodging a sexy, deadly femme fatale played by Famke Janssen, who will stop at nothing to put the squeeze on an intrepid spy. Again, Goldeneye, as I said before, one of my favourite Bond films, along with Casino Royale, also of the modern age, of my favourite ones. Of all, I've loved License to Kill because it was a lot darker. I do love that. The movie is rated 15, so it contains strong violence. Obviously, it's obviously the uncut version of it. Audio English 5.1 DTS HD master audio. Subtitles English for the hearing impaired. The running time is 124 minutes, so that's over 2 hours and 4 minutes. And the screen is 16:9 widescreen, so that's 2:3.5:1. And the special features include commentary featuring Martin Campbell, Michael G. Wilson, and deleted scenes. The Martin Chronicles, directing Bond segments with Martin Campbell's comments, building a better Bond, pre-production feature, the return of Bond, the start of production press event, driven to Bond, Remy Julien, and the autonomy of a stunt, Tank versus Perrier, making it small in pictures. Derek Meddings, who did the late Derek Meddings, who did the miniatures, and he's done a lot of miniature work and a lot of movies, including Superman the movie. Again, he's sadly missed with his model work in his movies, and it makes things look so real. So do look up the works of Derek Meddings. On location with Peter Lamont, Goldeneye The Secret Files, Goldeneye The Secret Files cast, pre-title storyboard sequence with director Martin Campbell, The World of 007, original 1995 television special hosted by Elizabeth Hurley, the Goldeneye Video Journal, promotional featurette, Goldeneye music video performed by Tina Turner, exotic locations, theatrical archive, TV broadcast, and image database. So there's a ton of extras on there. So if you're somebody that's into extras, the making of deleted scenes, behind the scenes, you're going to be in for a real treat with this. With all the Bond movies, they put a ton of extras in there, and it's hours of hours, and you learn something new behind the scenes every day. So if you're a big Bond movie fan like myself, which I am, I like all the Bonds, believe it or not. I do have personal favourites, but I'm a huge Bond fan. Then you're going to love the Blu-ray collection. You can buy the Bond movies separately or buy them as a Blu-ray or DVD box sets. The Bond movies, again, are available on Blu-ray, as you can see with this, and also they are available on DVD as well. As far as I know, no 4K as of yet, but that probably will happen sooner rather than later. Let me put the code in there. Let me run the Blu-ray a little bit. And as you can see, you've got the code there on the side, and you've got the Blu-ray disc there. It is identical to the Steelbook one. I'll show you very quickly. You can see that they are identical. So it's the same disc. Obviously, you don't get the DVD version of it, but again, as support was my reasonings as to why I'm buying this copy, because I don't want to touch. I'm going to try and look after now my Blu-ray Steelbook. But I might do, at some point, a short review or 15-second review of Goldeneye. As if I've already have done it, I don't know if I have. But yeah, Goldeneye, definitely one of my favourites. And if you can find it, and this was, again, $3.79, usually $3.99 with a 5% discount, free delivery. And then I've just looked for it on eBay. There are other sellers selling it for $3.99 with free delivery as well. So that's an absolute bargain, especially like in the UK high streets. Pretty much nobody's selling Blu-rays anymore, especially brand new, unless you go to places like CX to buy them secondhand. So this is Goldeneye uncut on Blu-ray. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share with your friends and family. Also, you can give this video a like. I really appreciate that. That will allow people to find my YouTube channel content. This is because the YouTube algorithms favour the bigger YouTubers, so their channels get advertised on the YouTube recommendation page. So please give this video a like. And let me know in the comment section if you liked Goldeneye, and maybe what your favourite Bond film is, and maybe even who your favourite Bond actor is. Let me know in the comment section as to, you know, who your favourite is and why and which movie. If you aren't already subscribed, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you want to see things like this, whether it's Blu-ray unboxings, Blu-ray Steelbook unboxings, my Blu-ray and Blu-ray Steelbook collection, also my DVD collection, and also I do have something VHS related coming up soon of a big movie franchise. And obviously VHS was the format before DVD. So keep an eye out for those videos. So I've got 3 sets of those videos coming up, which kind of might give away the movie or may not. I also do movie reviews and TV show reviews as well, and recommendations, food and drink reviews, clothing pickups, whether they're footwear or whether it's t-shirts or jumpers. I've got some stuff coming up which I think people will like. Video game unboxings, video game playthroughs, beauty products, whether they're facial washes, facial creams, bath salts, shower gels, shaving products, all different types of beauty products. I do gaming, different various accessories and gadgets, whether or not they're video game, TV or computer related. I've got tons of stuff on there. I've done food and drink reviews, which I haven't done in a long while. I've got some drinks to review as well. Comic book related stuff, whether it's some comic books old and new, my comic book collection, comic book graphic novels, comic book statues and figures, which I've got some that I got for Christmas, the January sales, and even from the previous Christmas and even previous before that. So there's going to be plenty of stuff, so I think you're going to love that. Film memorabilia as well, whether it's mugs, pictures, and I've got something movie related as well, which I think people are going to love. I also do electrical appliances unboxings as well. I recently did and uploaded a Xbox battery, rechargeable battery comparison with the 3 videos that I've done over the past months and years. So hopefully people will like that. Someone asked for it, so I've done that. And art books, whether they're video game, movie or TV show related, I've got some stuff like that. And much more stuff up and coming in the up and coming weeks and months. There's going to be plenty of content for you to enjoy, so hopefully you're all enjoying that. Christmas 2023, we hit 500 subs. Early 2024, we hit 600. And as of early 2025, we're a few subs away from hitting 800 subs. So again, a big thank you to the subscribers, old and new. Without you guys, my channel wouldn't be where it is today. So a big thank you to all of you. Hopefully you're all liking and enjoying the content. I'm always looking for room to improve. So I will be doing that. So again, I really appreciate all those who've subscribed to my channel, watched the videos, leaving a like, or even asked questions or left a really nice comment. So really appreciate all of you. Hopefully we will get to 800 subs. Again, we're only a few away. Then it'll be 900. And then hopefully the big 1,000, which hopefully we might get there by the end of this year, or maybe this time next year. But hopefully we'll get this sooner rather than later. I also live stream on Twitch. To find me on there, it's the same name as my YouTube name, so it's just add 76. It's Ron Ricardo 76. I will leave the link in the description box. I don't have set days or times when I live stream on there. It's mainly because of health issues and other personal problems, not problems, but real life things going on. So it's really hard to stay tied to certain days and times on a regular basis or on a regular schedule. So please give me a follow on Twitch if you can. I also live stream on YouTube. It's kind of very rare when I do it, although I'm hoping to improve when it comes to streaming on both formats, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. Hit the notification bell on YouTube or notify when I do live stream. It will be casual games. It'll be beat 'em ups, shoot 'em ups, platform games, sports games, puzzle games. Nothing too strenuous. Even if you do miss the live stream broadcast, should I say, the videos will be kept up. But it will be nice if you do get some live views. But even if you can't make it, the videos will be kept up indefinitely. So keep an eye out for that. And it just leads me to say, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe. My heart goes out to those people in the Los Angeles area with the wood fires, where people have obviously lost their homes, lost loved ones, and the personal possessions on obviously pets. And also the tragic events, obviously in Washington, D.C., where obviously the airline tragedy, where 67 people died, and quite a good few children, which is really horrific and horrible to hear. So my heart goes out to those 2 tragic events. Not a good start to 2025. And I will catch you all again on the next video. Bye for now.